Hello. Welcome to Six Yard Box. Welcome. This is a transfer deadline day special. You know, all the deals are happening right now. Today is the day when every football fan, especially in the Premier League or every football fan, to be honest, today's the day they look forward to. You're checking your phones, you're scratching, you're fidgeting, you're going, checking the phone, watching Sky, running around, and getting pissed off with your. Yeah, sometimes you wish you had money on today. You can just go out, put money in your hand, and just buy a player. Just sign somebody. At the end of the day, so it's a good day for football fans, especially if your club is signing stuff. We got loads of stuff to cover in the next 20 to half an hour. There's loads of deals that's been done. The latest one is Brighton signing Dennis Undev. I don't know who that is. I don't have a clue. He's a striker. Brighton have just signed him, and I need to get a little bit more on that one. It's This is one of two shows today. We're gonna be going live again at 10 o'clock tonight, an hour before the transfer deadline. Day transfer hour shuts down. So and we there's a loads of deals. There's deals flying everywhere. So we're just gonna try and grab deals out watching as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing like a review of the line day as well. Uh, that's gonna be that's going to be sometime tomorrow where we'll be looking out to see which players have done the best deals. Make sure you subscribe to the channel 6 Yard Box. Make sure you check all our content out, and make sure you stay with us. We're going to be back. I'm going to be back at 11 for the final hours, 10, sorry, for the final hours of the transfer deadline day. There's loads of deals going on. The latest one in the last couple of hours, about 20 minutes ago, is Dele Ali has been sanctioned by Dele Ali's move to Everton has been sanctioned by Daniel Levy. I think that Everton are going to pay an initial 10 million for Dele to join, and then this fee could go up to 40 million based on performances. And this is something I really look forward to. This deal is something I've been praying for. Hopefully, I pray that Dele gets back to football, concentrates on his football, and scores, gets back to the height of what you needed to be. I remember that Daly broke into the first team at Tottenham very young age, and he was what do you call it? He was his career just went off like a rocket. He got into the England team as well, running deep from midfield, beautiful control, finishing as well. Plays a lot of people into the game. I remember Dele against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup where he loved the keeper. Against Everton as well. Remember them against Chelsea as well. So wish Dele all the best, man. This is a player that he's got something. I think Dele just needs to play regularly, play himself into form. And I think going to Everton that will give him a chance for him, give him a good chance uh, for for him to be able uh, to reignite his career. Just pray that he gets back to playing football, because I think if you look at Daly, I think the problem is with. From what I don't know. From what I can see, I just think he just needs to get back to playing football, and then he just needs to go on and get what do you call it? Get back to where he wants to be. So the latest news is on Daily. We are waiting for that to be confirmed. I think everything has been done according to the Don himself, Fabrizio Romano. He said that deal has been done already. So we're looking for just the final details. And a couple of minutes ago from Sky, it's been said that Daniel Levy had a chat with Daly, and at the end of the chat, he said Daly can actually make the move to Everton. So he's going to be having a medical very soon. Everything is happening. Is an 11 p.m. kickoff. Sorry, kickoff. It's an 11 p.m. You can call it kickoff. It's an 11 p.m. deadline. Other news: Manchester United breaking. Jesse Lingard won't be joining. Jesse Lingard won't be joining. What do you call joining? Any club. He was rumored to be joining West Ham and which of the club again? I think it was West Ham and West Ham and West Ham and Newcastle are interested in him, but apparently now that deal has been knocked on the head. He's not going anywhere, according to uh, reports coming out of Manchester United. Also, Aaron Ramsey, formerly of Arsenal, Juventus, is going to be playing for Rangers in Scotland. I think that deal has been done. He's on loan as well, and he should be going on to that deal. Tanguy is leaving as well. Tottenham, he signed a loan deal to with Leon. He's going back there. Tottenham bought him from Leon. He's going back there on loan. Lo Celso as well in the last couple of minutes is leaving as well. Tottenham are getting rid of most of their creative players. Hopefully, they've got something else planned. So Lo Celso is leaving. It's going to what do you call it? It's going to Villarreal as well, and also this young man is going living as well. Brian Hill, seen him play a couple of times. He looks a bit lightweight for Tottenham. I'm gonna do Tottenham first because Tottenham is my team, so we're gonna give Tottenham takes priority. And yeah, he's leaving. He's going on loan to I think it's Valencia. Is it Valencia? Yeah, I think he's going to Valencia on loan. Hopefully, we'll come back and be what do you call it? Come back and be a top player for Tottenham. But hopefully he can come back and for Tottenham. So Lo Celso is gone. Who else is gone for Tottenham? I think those are the deals that's been done so far. Incomings for Tottenham so far. It is income for Tottenham so far. It is Rodrigo Bentancur and Lucheski coming in from Juventus. One is on loan, one is a permanent. Lucheski is on loan, and Bentancur permanent deal signed to 2026. I don't know about Bentancur. Both of them play a little. I saw him play once. Play, and he looked like he's quick, he's rapid, and that's what you want to do now. Tottenham can play, he can press from the front with Son and him as well, and that will be for some Bentancur as well, defensive midfielder. Players getting those tackling in the last minute is the kind of player that Tottenham needs as well, just to as a cover for Højbjerg, just in case Højbjerg gets injured. So that is a good one for Tottenham. You can see me checking my phone as well, looking for those latest deals coming in. So Tottenham are getting 2 players in, and they've go about 3 players out so far. And I think Tottenham will still sign one player. I got a feeling they will sign one more player. I've got a feeling. Talking about right wing back Jed Spencer plays for Forest on loan from Middlesbrough, and he's another one that Tottenham will put in a bid for, and that bid was rejected. 2 bids for him has been rejected, and I think Tottenham going for him again in the last minutes or last hours of the window. So that's one to keep an eye on as well. Let's just run down through all the deals that have been done so far. Christian Eriksen going to Brentford, good deal. Brentford again, a fantastic player. I wish him all the best. Hope he gets back to the player that we know he can be. That's a good deal for Brentford. And also it's what else? also, it's let's get my screen. Yeah, they also were us. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. He plays for Wolfsburg in Germany. He's going to fees 12 million, but they're saying he's undisclosed. It's 12 million. He's going to Burnley. Burnley need a striker. Chris Wood leaving to go the other way. To go to go to Newcastle. Julian Alvarez, River played to Manchester City. 14 go back there on loan. He's one player coming out of Argentina. About young striker, I think he's 22. So Manchester City trying to fix their striking problem, and hopefully, I think this player might be the player if he comes good. They're playing 14 million. It's cheap though, but Pep can get a lot out of him. That's a good signing for for Manchester City. Rodrigo Bentancur, Juventus to Tottenham on disclosed as well. I talked about that earlier. Dejan Goluchevsky, Juventus to Tottenham, loan. I think 18-month loan. Two players coming in for Tottenham there. Then we have Matt Target, Aston Villa to Newcastle on loan. Matt Target is a good player, decent player. I bet Newcastle need left back. They've done a lot of business as well. And then those are the Premier League latest deals that's been done so far. Let's just let's try and get some tune in the last minute. Everything breaking, everything signed. Donny van de Beek on loan as well. So they got Van de Beek, everything. They've got Dele Ali in the pipeline to bring in two very creative players. Van de Beek, I would have really liked him at Tottenham to give us that creative edge. But I guess it's going to Everton. Everton are going to be more attacking. But I think they needed defenders, though. That's what I think. Defensively, they need a little bit more. What do you call it? A little bit more creative. Sorry, a little bit more solidity in defense. And I think that might be where they're still going to struggle. I think they need a definitely Everton. Two signing, very good. Dele Ali hopefully will come good for them, and he's going to be one hell of a player. If they can get back Dele Ali where he was before, it's going to be one hell of a player. So teams are doing business. Teams are doing business. There's a lot of business that needs to be done. Tottenham definitely going to do more business. Newcastle, they got a couple deals. I think they wanted to get Ekitike, and I can't remember if I got his name right, but I think that deal has fallen through because I think they said Newcastle left it too late, and they're not going to be able to go ahead with that deal. Ndombele is leaving Tottenham as well. He's going to Lyon. I spoke about that earlier. There's going to be another show after this one. This is going to be at 10 p.m. tonight. That's going to be transfer deadline day, the final hours. So we're going to be talking about looking what the last minute deals are, and then there should be definitely we're going to do like a review tomorrow just to look at teams that have done the best business. Everybody, you're doing businesses now, clubs doing businesses. You're not really going to know, you know, how good the business is that you've done now until the summer when you finish, when you actually get your, get your objectives, meet your objectives set. So all these players, most of these players that's been signed, if you look overboard or if you look generally, all the players that's been signed in this window, apart apart from a couple, you can't really say, oh, definitely. I think that goes with other any transfer as well, but especially in January, players you get to sign players that are not wanted by clubs. That's players that you sign in January because clubs generally hardly want to sell players that are key for their season and for the competitions they are in. So you tend to get players that are not wanted or that are not really a priority for other clubs. So yeah, so Liverpool I think signed got Luis Diaz. He's a good signing. I think looking at what's been written about, I've never seen him play, so that could be a good signing for Liverpool. Villa have done a lot of good businesses as well, and I don't think they'll be signing any more players in this the hours left. Um, City, they've got the Alvarez guy from River Plate. He's going back on loan. They got him for 14 million, which is a snip. If he comes out, if he actually turns out to be a proper player. So City, Liverpool getting stronger. They go, especially Liverpool. They are still third. If you look at the league, Chelsea, they've not signed anybody yet, but I think they're looking at what do you call it, Dembele from Barcelona, and that's another one that could actually go through. What else? What else? What else? What else? Everton, Van de Beek. I've talked about that already. And it's there's a lot, what do you call it? I think clubs don't generally spend in the January window. So me, I'd never expected anything big in the January window for most clubs, especially from Tottenham, because that's my. I always do that. The chairman always wants to spend in January in what do you call it, in the summer window. So um, it is going to be a very busy last couple of. It's going to be busy. I'm not even sure if it's going to be that busy, to be honest. I expect Tottenham to go back in for Spencer or Spence. I can't remember his name. I think his name is Jed Spencer. He plays for Middlesbrough right wing back. I've got a feeling that deal might still go through. Tottenham have gone in two bids turned down already. Middlesbrough want 15 million for him, which is big, for player playing in the championship. But I've seen him play the once against Arsenal, and it was good that day. But I think Tottenham might just go back in terms of what Tottenham need, I think they need a striker. I think that's what should be the priority now. They got two midfielders and they need a striker. And I think if they can get somebody in, that would be perfect because Harry Kane could be injured. Hopefully, Touchwood. Uh, hopefully, Touchwood. He's fine, but Tottenham have got away with it so many times with Van der Beek. Sorry, with playing Harry Kane as the only striker. So I think there comes a time when they need when they need to actually get a striker in, and I think Tottenham they're not going to get a top striker. I don't know. I can't see that happening. We are not going to get a top striker. Is it Tottenham are going to get a striker that's going to that will be willing to come to Tottenham and see on the bench? If you're going to get a striker, you're going to get a striker that's not doing so well, not that good like Morata, or the other side of the other extreme, extreme. What do you call it? Extreme kind of situation will be you get potential, a young strikers coming up, and then you pay fairly good money for him to bring him in. So I think Tottenham fans should understand they're not going to get a top striker to come in as long as Harry Kane is still there. We ain't going to get someone like that. We are going to get somebody that's going to come in and basically be a potential or willing to play second fiddle to Harry Kane, because Harry Kane will play most of the games in the season as well. We've already seen that already. He's played so many games, even because he was the only striker that we have, and he's playing some of the games. So those are the deals that's been done so far. A lot of deals were done today. I don't know what clubs leave it till the last minute, but another that's another show entirely. We got about 15 minutes before the end. I'm just gonna go through all the teams in the league in the table and see what they've done, what they need. City, what do they need? Or nothing basically. I think the table don't lie. They're strong enough. They didn't sign anybody. They signed Alvarez, sent him back on loan at River Plate. Um, Liverpool, they've strengthened definitely. They've got Luis Diaz in. I've never seen him play. I don't know what he's gonna be like. He's that kind of player that Klopp wants. Press it. They've got players that can press from the front, and he fits into that bill very well. So you can see the logic behind. Then you go to Chelsea. I think Chelsea, you can't say they need a striker because at the end of the day, a striker, they've got Lukaku there, they've got one, and they got a couple of players. So what do they need? I don't know. Maybe defenders, fullbacks, because I think in their right wing back position, at least on the left, I think he's knocking on a little bit. I think defensively, it can be Gerrard. They got Chilwell on the bench as well, injured. So I don't think do they need anything. I'm not really sure. Then moving on to who else? Chelsea. Then going down the table, Manchester United. They definitely need a midfielder. I don't think they're gonna sign anybody significant. There were talks about Bissouma at Tottenham, Manchester United, and another club were in talks with Brighton for Bissouma. I can't see that happening in this window. 50 million is the price. I think that might happen in the summer, but I can't see that happening late in this window. Then you got Tottenham. Tottenham have made two signings, midfielders. Yeah, they need a striker, in my opinion. They need a striker, and they need a what do you call it? I think some people saying right wing back. We've got a couple there. Unless you ship some out, you're not gonna get any more right wing backs. I don't know. I don't know for Tottenham, my right wing back, but definitely we need a striker. That's priority for me. The centre back, quality centre back, is another thing we need, but I think that will come in the summer. Creative midfielder as well. That will be in the summer. But I think we might get Tottenham might going back for Jed Spencer or Jed Spence. I think his name is Jed Spencer. He plays for Middlesbrough. He's on loan at Forest. I think Tottenham might going for him in a late bid to get him in. But that means they've got about four right backs, right wing backs. They've got Doherty. They've got Doherty. They've got three right wing backs. They got Doherty. They got Emerson. Emerson for me, he needs time. I think fans should just calm down. Let this guy give him another season, full preseason. Let him get himself into the Premier League properly. I think he could be the answer for Tottenham on that right wing back position. So yeah, so they're gonna. I don't think Tottenham will have three. What else doing? I think that's what they need now. I think a striker is key for Tottenham. Definitely, a striker is key. Going down the table, which other clubs in there? The top six, bottom of the table. Let's go to the bottom of the table. I think Arsenal need to sign a striker as well. They've got Nketiah and what do you call it? And Lacazette. Young has been spotted in Barcelona trying. He said he went on there for a family visit, but obviously in the last couple of minutes, the Barcelona president has come out to say the deal is not dead yet. Apparently, there's a there's issue around who's going to be paying most of his wages. I think Aubameyang was said to be willing to take a pay cut. Um, and I think Aubameyang, for me, uh, can he still play for Arsenal? I don't know. It depends on the manager. If the manager has no choice, if he's still staying after the window is closed, then he definitely needs to put him back in because they need a striker. I don't know what else they need. Midfield, I wouldn't have a clue. Um, I don't know. I think Arsenal is a case of wait until the window ends and they always pull up something at the last minute. Everton will be doing business. Wolves, I don't think they're going to do any business. Brighton, they've got a striker in. I don't know who he is, but Brighton always find gems. I think the manager at Brighton gets players that played into his system. They might not be big household names, but they get players that come in and fit into the system beautifully. So that's a good one for Brighton. And yeah, so it is, clubs in the bottom half of the table. Burnley is the only one, and Newcastle that are going big. Newcastle, they've signed a couple of players in this window. Trippers to come in. They've signed Brunes, the Brazilian midfielder. They signed Target from Villa. and who else? Um, Striker Ekitite. That one is not, the deal is not going to go through because because of time. They got Chris Wooden as well. They wanted Lingard. They wanted Ali as well. So yeah, so Newcastle, I think they might do one more business as well because they know they need to spend a lot of money for them to stay in this league, in the Premier League, and they definitely will definitely do that, and they'll get players in. I think to stay in the league. Norwich, they've just sold, not sold. I think it was on loan. They've let or is he in talks with Bournemouth? Todd Cantwell. That's a deal which I don't see happening. I don't know why Norwich would want to let one of their best players go. Uh, and yeah, so that's the situation with some of the clubs at the bottom of the table. Leeds, I don't think all those clubs are going to do any business. Leeds, I've talked about Brighton. So what other clubs? Let me, because this window is very difficult. It's very difficult for clubs to actually do deals. Uh, and clubs are actually trying to, unless they're really desperate. So, uh, looking at the bottom of the table, Burnley are doing the Watford. I think they've got Samuel Kalu in, the Nigerian international. Newcastle, I've spoken about them already. Norwich as well. Everton, they're doing business. Dele Ali on his way. Leeds United, I don't think they're going to do anything more before the end of the transfer window. Brentford, they've got Christian Eriksen in, and I think they've got another player in. I can't remember. We was Crystal Palace. They wanted Van der Beek, but that one is falling. It's falling through as if Van der Beek is going to Everton, and Southampton. They have not been doing. They're not going to do any business as well. Maybe they wanted. I think they wanted somebody, a player from the Chelsea academy. Can't remember his name. I don't think that's going through. Villa, they've signed a lot of player. Coutinho, they've signed Dinia, and Coutinho, Dinia. Who else have they signed? Villa. Um, I can't remember Buendia earlier in the summer. So they've got signed a lot of players as well. So yeah, they're doing business. Leicester City, I don't think they're gonna do any business in this window as well. Brighton with the striker in, Wolves won't do any business. Tottenham we spoke about already. So if you look at the table, I think clubs that are desperate for the top four and the Champions League positions are the ones that are buying players. Clubs that are safe in the middle, knowing that they won't go down, are not doing any deals. I think that is just the way it is. So we only know if this deal will be done. Um, we only know if these deals are worth it. If these deals make sense at the end of the window and in the summer as well. So the deals that we're waiting for is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Aaron, Aaron, yeah, that's one of my contacts, man. Let me take the call. Yeah, hello. We're back. We're back. Yeah, that's just a call. I just got a call there. There's a big deal happening today, 11 p.m. To go, big deal happening today, 11 p.m. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to break the. I don't want to put anything out there, but I've just got a call there that just says there's a big deal happening at just before the deadline at 11, just before 11 o'clock tonight. So, you know, it might be true. It might be, it might be, it might be just what do you call it? One of those things. But they said there's going to be a big deal, a surprise deal happening at just before the deadline tonight. I'm not going to start. I don't want to mention the club, but that's all I'm saying. I want to keep that to myself. But I've just got information that there's going to be a deal happening just before the deadline today. So make you can put it any way you want. The deals are like that sometimes. They come, you get them, and they might fall through at the last minute as well. So um hopefully that should hopefully that should keep people guessing what the deal will be. I can tell you now it's not Messi coming to Tottenham, that's for sure. So anyway, we move on. Yeah, so got about 3 minutes left to the end of this segment. And the latest news is Everton doing the deal for Van de Beek. Let's just check anything else happening right now. The daily thing is still going on with Everton. Uh, at 11 o'clock, not midnight. So, what do you call it? What do you call it? In in Scotland. Aaron Ramsey as well. That deal Rangers. Aaron Ramsey going to Rangers, big player going to Rangers. That's a good deal for Rangers. So looking ahead, there's a lot of games over the weekend. FA Cup, the league is back. 2 weeks break is done. Also on the channel, we'll be doing the semi-finals of the African Nations Cup. Senegal taking on Cameroon. I think that's on Wednesday, and I think both games are actually on Wednesday, to be honest. And you have Senegal taking on Cameroon and Egypt taking on who is Egypt playing? Egypt playing. Who is the other team? Senegal taking on Cameroon. No, sorry. I think it's Egypt taking on Cameroon and Senegal playing. Just check that, man. Lot of what do you call it? A lot of stuff going on. So sometimes you just forget stuff. So the semi-finals taking on Cameroon, Burkina Faso taking on Senegal. That's the semi-finals. I think. Yeah, that's the semi-finals. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday. I think we'll be doing both games actually. Semi-final, Egypt taking on Cameroon, Burkina Faso taking on Senegal. So that'll be Wednesday. We'll be doing Wednesday. Games are on Wednesday, 7 o'clock. We'll be doing both games on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, semi-final of the African Cup of Nations. So thank you very much, everyone watching. That's the end of the show right about now. Gonna be back at 10 p.m. tonight for the final hours of the transfer window, which closes at 11 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, and look out for that big deal happening just before 11 o'clock as well. Chelsea, just a footnote, Chelsea making inquiries for Ousmane Dembele as well. That's one that I expect I'm not going to say expect it to go through, but I'm not sure. That deal might be a little bit too tricky for Chelsea to do. But Chelsea always pull out something in the last minute. So there's going to be a deal to be done. According to my reliable source, ketchup, cornflakes, and barbecue sauce and mayonnaise. Mayonnaise always comes good anyway. So mayonnaise is the one that gave me this. This information, and there's gonna be a deal, a big deal, big or surprise deal. I don't know how you want to put it. That's gonna be happening before 11 o'clock. So before the deadline. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a couple of about 4 hours time, I think. And hopefully there'll be more news. On my part, I want Tottenham to sign at least one player, a striker, or a right wing back. I think that's what we need. I expect Tottenham to go back in for Jed Spencer, the Middlesbrough player on loan at Nottingham Forest. Middlesbrough won 15 million. Tottenham have put in a bid, which has been rejected. 2 bids has been rejected, and I expect Tottenham to go back in for him just before the end of the window. So we'll see what happens. I think Tottenham will go in and maybe they'll get him for maybe about 13 million with add-ons. Uh, that's what I think. Daniel Levy likes last minute bagging, so I expect him to go back in for that deal. Thank you very much, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share. I'll see you in about 4 hours for that final hour. Make sure you take care of yourself, and the deadline day, all the stress, thank God, it's going to be over at 11. We can all get back to football. Thank you. Take care. God bless.